Hey, good afternoon, CRST drivers, independent contractors. Perry Moser here. It is Monday, March 16th. Just bringing in your daily update. So let's talk a little bit about safety and safety at our facilities. So you'll notice when you go to our facilities, we've made multitude of changes in efforts to slow down the spread of coronavirus. Certainly practicing that social distancing thing. So I hope you folks are hearing that. You're practicing out there on the streets, even the customers. That social distancing, while it seems so foreign to some of us, certainly for me too, with handshakes and hellos and high fives, and it's just something that we have to do right now to be able to slow down the spread. So you'll notice in our facilities there's a little bit less seating. You'll also notice that we have some of our student drivers spread out more as well too, just to be able to keep that 6 foot of distance between everybody. So it's a little less friendly, a little less personable, but that's just the time we're in right now. Temporary time, we'll fight through it together as a team and continue to do the great work that we do for the public, but we'll take care of each other first as well. So I appreciate your cooperation at the facilities. A couple things happened over the weekend I want to give you guys attention to. Number one, FEMA came out, or the DOT came out with guidance on hours of service for those people working in direct correlation with FEMA. That's typical. We see that in hurricane responses as well too. At this point in time, we don't have any direct business with FEMA during this situation, but no doubt we probably will. They call on us pretty heavily on the East Coast often during these hurricanes. I'm sure they'll call on us when they start enacting some things through FEMA as well too. So if you are involved in that situation, we will tell you. We will also get you that exemption into your hands so you have it as well too. Again, so that is specifically for work with FEMA on that hours of service regulation that they've kind of lifted just for that FEMA, that emergency work. So if you're involved in that, again, we'll let you know. You'll know what's all going on and how to use that. Second thing, we had some drivers, unfortunately, receive a scam. People were calling them posing as CRST employees, asking for their names, their numbers, their social security numbers, their comm data cards. Listen, folks, we don't need to ask you for that information. We have it. So please beware. These troubled times, times of fear, unfortunately, brings out the best in people, but also brings out the worst. So please beware out there for sure of scams and people trying to take advantage of a bad situation. So again, we don't need to ask you any personal information. We have it. So unless you initiate that call to us, somebody's calling you saying they're from CRST Safety or and they're investigating accidents, you know where your driver manager is. So let's work through the driver manager. So beware. That's all I can say is beware of scams out there right now. Last thing I want to go over was anniversaries. I'm a couple days behind, so it's going to take a little while, but it's important. We have some unbelievable anniversaries. So let's start with on the 12th. We had Robert from Las Vegas, Nevada, celebrating 1 year. Thank you, Robert. On the 13th, we had Jerry from Houston, Texas. We had Susie from Bradenton, Florida. We had Miguel from Lauderhill, Florida. And we also had Gina from Denver, Colorado. On the 14th, we had January from Rennes, Georgia. We had Stephanie from Corona, California. We had Thomas from Menifee, California. And then just kind of getting us caught up here as well, we have on the 15th, we have Joseph from Oakland, California. Joseph celebrating 1 year. Benjamin from Lexington, Tennessee, 3 years. Yolanda from Gadsden, Alabama on the 16th. That was 2 years. Chantel, Northport, Alabama, 1 year. And Cody from Blythe, Georgia, 1 year. I skipped two, and I skipped two intentionally because these are unbelievable. First of all, on the 12th, we had Adolfo from Salton City, Georgia. 12 years. That's awesome, Adolfo. Thank you so much. 12 years. Tremendously long amount of time. We appreciate it. Still out there doing your thing, man. Thank you so much. And this one, folks, drum roll for this one. 20 years. 20 years with CRST, uninterrupted 20 years. We have Walter, Running Springs, California. What an unbelievably appropriate name to be from, right? You're out there running teams from Running Springs, California. We have Walter. Walter, 2 decades, my friend. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to all on this list. Walter, 20 years. That's awesome, man. So that's all I got. CRST family, thank you very much. Be safe out there.